Hey everyone, it's Tobes, and welcome to your second monitor. Today, our special event is going to be the Chromatic Cube Draft. I, like many players who enjoy limited Magic, love Cube. I love it in paper, I love it on Arena. I'm not very good at it, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to have a good time. But what is Cube? I know you're asking, and specifically, what is the Chromatic Cube? Well, Cube generally means a custom set built by someone who has assembled a bunch of cards from their favorite, different sets across Magic. Sometimes it is just one set. I know someone who has a Bloomborough set cube where you just have all the cards from Bloomborough with a decreasing quantity of representation of cards based on those cards' rarity. But many cubes have different themes and come from all the way across Magic. Let's find out today what the Chromatic Cube is all about. So according to this article on the Mothership, the most important thing to know about the Chromatic Cube is that it's from July 15th to the 28th. So come in and play. You're going to be able to draft against actual real people, and that's a lot of fun. So let's talk about what the cube actually does. The themes that they've gone with for the Chromatic Cube are as follows. They say that the Chromatic Cube is aspirational, heavily showcasing cards with a dream, which makes big splashy effects. Quests that we can follow, unique gameplay moments. All of this means cards that are generally fun, rather than cards that are big support and not necessarily synergistic cards, but things that will do something that help you out the whole game. So we get to have a lot of big moments. Chromatic Cube is not a slow format, but they call it moderate speed. But what that means is we need to not battle cruiser our way through this. We want to accelerate. We want to try and get our feet under us, because otherwise we're going to be left behind. Chromatic Cube, unlike every cube, like that Bloomborough cube I mentioned, Chromatic Cube is a singleton cube. So there's 540 cards in it, and all of them are different. There will be lands beyond just basic lands in the cube. But yeah, and then the other thing, this is not really a theme, but this is on Arena, so it's a phantom event. You have to pay your gems or your gold. You don't get to keep these cards because presumably there's a lot of rares in it and they don't want you to not have to spend your wild cards. So accordingly, we can spend 600 gems here, or I generally, because gold is so easy to accumulate on Arena, I buy in with gold. So let's do that. All right, we're going to get in the queue. It said our wait time is less than a minute. We'll see if that remains true. It's going a lot more slowly than drafts I'm accustomed to seeing. But I'm going to hold you to this, Arena. It had better be less than a minute. You got me. All right. We're almost all ready. And here we go. Let's get into this. We have Season of the Burrow is our first card listed. I'm not going to read all of these off because I won't have enough time to do other things. These are a lot of spicy ones, though. I kind of want to go for the Doubling Season just because that seems like a lot of fun. Although this Vivian is really strong. Not that Nashi is bad either. Do we go for the Dream? I say we listen to the Goose Mother and we just follow what they're going for. So Doubling Season is 4 and a green that doubles our tokens and doubles our counters. So we're probably going to be in green, although not necessarily. We don't have to follow our first pick, of course, especially something so big as this. But if we want something that's splashy, Doubling Season sure fits the bill. And it lets us automatically put the Doubling Season art as our deck box. I like that. The Enchanting Tales from Wilds of Eldraine are great. Oh, okay. We've got Birthing Ritual, which lets us Birthing Pod. That seems fun. We've got Old Rutstein, which will make tokens. Tokens are helpful with Doubling Season. Mirror Room, though, makes us make copies of things. We could go Simic. Oh, and double triggering for Fractured Realm. Oh, that's a possibility. Although Seraphic Steed, yeah, make some angels. Dragon Lord Ojutai, if we wanted to go Bant, I guess. We could go Doppelgang. If Doppelgang wheels, I'll take it. But right now, I'm going to do the Mirror Room. Let's see if Simic is going to be kind to us today. All right, Bramble Familiar gives us a way to ramp and is useful later on. I like that. Tooth and Nail, of course, is good. I don't know this person. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. When it attacks, draw a card. When it attacks, Growth Spiral. Interesting, okay. And I do like Titan of Industry, but it is a little big. Let's take the Bramble Familiar and hope that the Breeding Pool wheels. I don't imagine it will, but we'll see. All right. Well, we don't have to stick to Simic, but if we do, we don't have a lot of support in this pack. So we can do the Horned Locked Whale. I mean, it's a removal spell in blue, and that's okay with me. Yeah, I don't love this card, but let's go for it. And behind it, oh, wish we were in black. Well, we could still be, but I think we're all right. Oh man, we've got the Great Henge, we've got the Scythe Cat, Cub. The Scythe Cat Cub is really good. I don't know what this Eladomri does. Look at the top card of your library anytime, cast creature spells, tap 2 creatures, reveal the top card, or a card from your hand, and if it's a creature, just put it on the battlefield. That's pretty good. It's an Elvish Piper, kind of. I think I'm going to go with this Scythe Cat, though. I want us to have something to do earlier game, and it does synergize with our doubling season. So, not too much here, but we have Joint Exploration, which is scry 2, draw a card, and then maybe it's scry 2 and Growth Spiral if we pay 3 for it. I don't love it, but it's not terrible. Well, maybe it's just not our pack. Let's see what's next. Also not our pack. Nothing in here in our colors other than the Scrawling Crawler, which is not itself terrible. Let's take the Crawler. It's not likely we're going to play this, but we'll put it in the main deck. All right. This person is building up packs. I always like to check. Oh, it's the Wizard. Wow. I like to check and see who else we're going with. So, right now, the Bramble Familiar doesn't really synergize with Doubling Season, but the cat does. And this is Landfall. Mirror Room makes copies for us. And maybe we'll get to the Fractured Realm. The Whale, we can drop it on our opponent's end step, that's okay. Joint Exploration, I mean, it draws us a card. What is Scry 2 and Draw? Is that Preordain? Is that Ponder? I don't know the sort of staple blue draw spells well enough to know. We've got a Hullbreaker here. Hullbreaker is really tempting. But we also have a Timeless Witness, and we won't see these cards again. Do we go for Broke? I think we just make our opponent sad, yeah. Scrawling Crawler is a Howling Mine. That's not horrible. Keeps us fed. Ooh, Vivian came back. Vivian came back. Wow, I'll take Vivian. We are not filling out the bottom of our curve at all yet. That's all right. Alrighty, we can take Birthing Ritual. Birthing Ritual's fine. Tell me more about Birthing Ritual. Beginning of your end step, if you control a creature, look at the top 7. You can sack a creature, and if you do, put a creature card with mana value X or less among them, where X is 1 more than that creature's sacrificed creature's mana value. Well, I don't mind doing green, blue, just all the creatures. That's okay with me. So far, only this Mirror Room and this Joint Exploration are non-creatures. I guess Birthing Ritual itself. And Vivian. Okay, well, we're getting there. But Vivian does have her -2 ability. When you cast a creature spell, search for something with lesser mana value, put it on the battlefield as well. Sort of cascade into a creature. And it lets us look at the top card. Yeah, Simic, creature stuff. Let's do that. For those of you who don't know, Hullbreaker is backbreaking. Oh, what do we have here? I just don't want to run Tooth and Nail. Quicken lets us cast sorceries at flash speed. I'm okay. So we'll play Brawlios. Cares about lands, attacks, lets us growth spiral. Okay. 5 mana. But maybe it'll be good. If we can do... We don't want any of these. If we can do classic Simic ramp stuff, then that will be alright. So far the only ramp we really have going on is the Joint Exploration and the Bramble Familiar, because of course it can tap for green. But, oh, we've got Eladamri. I think Eladamri is probably going to do well for us. 3 mana, 3/3, also lets us look at the top and cast creature spells from it. Vivian lets us do the same. We'll take this Restless Ridgeline in case we want to go into red instead of green-blue. That's a possibility. Restless Ridgeline, we can turn into a 3/4 dinosaur, and when it attacks, another creature gets +2/+0 and taps. Sounds good. All it takes is a non-basic land to make me start thinking maybe we want to go Teamer. We did take that Perforos. Probably not helpful to us, but alright, pack 2. Okay, we've got the Birds of Paradise, which is going to get snapped up if we don't take it. Green Shell is really good. Commercial District might be helpful. Bonnie Paul, I always like Bonnie Paul, but it's another big one. I think we need something small. Let's take the birds. Our opponents can't bolt our bird if we don't have a bird, so we've got a bird. Flavor text from Ms. Bumbleflower. How lovely, an ambassador from outside Valley arrived today in Three Tree City. Animal folk from all over have come to welcome them. That's nice. It's a pretty bird. Okay, so assuming we don't go into red. Right now we're looking at this Lock Whale, which I'm not that excited about. I'm even going to just put down here. We've got our Mirror Room, we've got Hullbreaker Horror, and we won't, obviously we wouldn't run Joint Exploration if we're not in blue, but it does have that green kicker. Whereas the Ridgeline just becomes a dinosaur, but it fixes our mana a little bit. Okay, what do we have here? We've got a Crater Hoof. We could Crater Hoof. We have Loot, which is great. We have Enduring Vitality, which will ramp us. All of these are solid. And then Part the Water Veil, I don't think so. We don't have... I'm just not feeling the Crater Hoof. I think I would rather Enduring Vitality just to fix our mana a little bit. Although Loot is also strong. And just powers out our creatures. Let's Enduring Vitality. Enduring Vitality, we can sacrifice to Birthing Ritual. Galta's big. Galta's big. Oh, we got a Frost Titan. Frost Titan taps things down. That's okay. We could also Cold Steel Heart. Because at this point, I am leaning a little bit toward just all green. Just mono green in this. Cold Steel Heart is good. Galta is also good. Well, we'll see this again. Let's take the Cold Steel Heart. Let's make the responsible choice. We've got a bunch of 2-drops now. We may not run the Cold Steel Heart, we'll see. But Galta may wheel. Maybe someone will not want the dinosaur friends. So we have... So Vivian will let us... Oh, we're back. So here's a Tarka and Stomping Ground. We got those options. We don't have anything else that's green. Oh, we've got the Agonosaur, actually. The Agonosaur is pretty solid. A Tarka enters 5 damage among some things. She's a 7 mana, 8/8 flying trample. That's good. But are we sure about it? I'm not sure about it. I'm going to take the Agonosaur. Because the Agonosaur can be a 3-drop for us. It can, for 3 mana, put 2/1/1 counters on a creature and give that creature trample and indestructible until end of turn. Or we can play it as a 5-drop big dinosaur later. I am leaning more and more toward just going green stuff. This makes tokens, which helps with doubling season. All right, we've got Finale of Devastation. Not 100% on that. But do we have anything better? We could lean more into the ramp, I suppose. Yeah, nothing that's exciting to me. Well, what is this Clone Crafter? When it enters, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card in an opponent's library. Yeah, it fixes its mana. That's not as exciting to me as the Finale. We may not run the Finale, but we're taking it. Okay. Well, this is essentially nothing for us. Buried Treasure is a treasure, so it's poor ramp. Fortifier Automaton is black identity. Got a lot of black and white in this. Let's take the Maze Mine Tome. That seems okay. Ooh, Goldvein Hydra. I like that one. I also like Genesis Wave, though. Goldvein Hydra is probably more exciting. We also have the Facebreaker. Facebreaker is a good way for us to get treasures, which is ramp. And treasures are tokens, but this is treasures and counters. So Goldvein Hydra would be. Yeah, I am leaning a little bit toward just going mono green. Although we have Hugs. Hugs is a good friend. Next is the Becoming. Beginning of combat in your turn, draw a card. Then you can exile an artifact or creature to make a golem. For 6 mana though, maybe we can get to it. Maybe we can get to it. And then Hugs actually does ramp us a little bit. Let's Nexus of Becoming. I don't think Hugs is going to come back around to us. Yeah, based on our timing of our draft, but that's all right. Yeah, none of this is exciting. We'll just Atsushi. Okay, still unexciting. I will just take Jeskai Revelation out of the mix. Right now, I don't know that these, just like this splash of blue is exciting to me. Hey, but we can take Alta. We're filling up our curve in a disgusting way. Looking at, we got lots of non-creatures though. But we can cut some out if we need to. We'll take, this is the moment of truth. Muldrifter or a Tarka? Tarka's so expensive, Muldrifter. And we'll stick to Simic, maybe, depending on what pack 3 brings us. Alright, although we're going to take this Twin Flame Tyrant just in case. So, Mirror Room, if we can get the second half of it, we can get a double trigger on that Muldrifter, which would be lovely. Alright, pack 3. Pack 3, we don't have any green in it at all, am I right? I guess Traxa is green. Jedmir's Garden is a dual land if we go into red. What are these blue things? Crush of Tentacles. Bounce some things. Futurist Thief. Duplicate of target spell. Okay, we can steal one of their thieves, or one of their spells. And Surgical Metamorph. Can have this enter as a copy of any permanent, except it's an artifact. That's not horrible. I don't mind a clone. But then, that might, yeah, I would rather do this. I don't know that we're gonna run it. Maybe we take the clone. We'll see. Calamity is so good. But Coma is also very good. We've got a Dreamroot Cascade here. This is a solid pack for us. Gale's Redirection's not terrible, but I'd rather... Of course, there's a case to be made for the Tender Wild Guide just to be able to ramp into things. I think we do that. I think we just be a little responsible. We need some 3-drops. We've got a couple 3-drops. It's okay. I'm just thinking about our ability to Birthing Ritual into things. Railway Brawler is so strong. We don't have any removal, so Primal Might is probably a good choice. Thunder Trap Trainer, not that exciting to me. Railway Brawler, just another big nice thing, but we're going to take this Primal Might. Alright. Sylvan Primordial. When this creature enters, for each opponent, destroy land, and we can get a forest. That's pretty good. 7 mana, though. It may wheel. There's the O'Hare. There's Spell Swindle. I'm going to take Planar Genesis. Another 2-drop that may ramp us, or just draw us a card. New Surak. 4/3 can't be countered. It's 3 mana. Whenever a creature you control becomes we can draw a card. Oh, that's alright. Is that better than Llanowar Elves? I think probably. We've got a bird. We don't necessarily need the elves. Frog Bard. When it enters, all of our cards cost less. I like that. Homunculus Horde is fun, though. But we're going to take this frog. Alright. We have the Nantuko Slicer. This thing kicks for black. When it enters, we get to Internal Witness something. That's fine. Or we can Mockingbird. Mockingbird is fun. And flexible. Alright. Well, we're slowly getting closer. We're going to take this Hedge Maze because it is our colors. Fix my mana. Right. We are back to this. Hangerback Walker. Solid card. Do I feel confident running it? I probably am not even going to put it in the deck if I draft it, but I'm going to draft it. I may feel differently in a moment. Who knows? We've got a bunch of X spells. Maybe that's going to help us to do something with our doubling season. Then again, all right, what's in our colors? Koma's in our colors. Koma makes tokens. If we can swing in, maybe that doubles our tokens with doubling season. That seems okay. It's a good way to end the game. And Galta is almost never going to be 12 mana. Especially with the things that we're sitting on here. Still nothing that we need. We'll take this Thornspire Verge. I would be paying more attention to the packs that have nothing in them for us if we were guaranteed to be playing with our pod. But this may be the last time we see these people. So we've got a few more picks. Okay, we got a pack coming to us. Let's see. It's in our colors, although do we take Fountain Port? Fountain Port is good. I think we're going to be okay with the O'Hare. Two more picks, I believe. So we'll switch over to this layout. We don't need any of these, so we'll take Captain Storm because I love her. And now Rip Apart because Strixhaven was fun. Oh, we have a 15th pick. Ah, Rankle. I left the Road of Eldraine. So let's see what this looks like for us. We're probably not going to put the Lock Whale back in here, and we've got 8 cuts to make. We could just go mono green, I believe. But let's separate out our creatures and see what we've got going on. So I am not that excited about Nexus of Becoming. It does make tokens, but it's a little boring. The same is true of Mazemind Tome. Joint Exploration is a 3 mana spell as far as I'm concerned. Hangerback Walker doesn't thrill me. It just, I don't know, maybe it's a good idea. I'll leave it in for the moment, but I'm just not that excited about it. Surgical Metamorph is exciting because it lets us make a copy of something. What's our non-creature count look like? It's a little high. Let's cut back on it a bit. So Finale of Devastation is, I'm going to put it over here in the maybe column along with Hangerback Walker. I'm feeling pretty strongly that both of these are going to get cut. We don't have a lot in the way of in the way of removal. If I move Muldrifter over here, does it change my calculation up here? No, it doesn't. But we'll pretend that that makes sense, and we'll put the Agonosaur there as well, since we can channel it for 3. So O'Hare, Kazlam. When it does damage to a player, reveal that many cards to the top. You can put a creature and or land onto the battlefield, so it kind of ramps us. I think that's pretty okay. Brawlios. Brawlios cares about us having cards in hand. It doesn't have any kind of evasion. Or it does it as lands, I'm sorry, not cards in hand. That's pretty alright. Brawlios is not terrible. Surak is okay. Eladamri is good. This thing just makes our stuff cheaper, but maybe that's worth it. Yeah, we have to make some difficult cuts now. So I'm going to kill Finale and Hangerback Walker. We've got Planar Genesis, Cold Steel Heart, Joint Exploration, Tender Wild Guide, Fountainport Charmer, and Bramble Familiar, and Birds of Paradise, all as ramp spells. Do we need that many ramp spells? Let's cut the heart. Planar Genesis is going to help us a lot in ways that Joint Exploration might. Maybe we just cut the Joint Exploration so we can focus on our creatures. I think that makes sense. Then, is Scrawling Crawler doing much for us? I like it, but I don't know if it's in our archetype. We've got a lot of heavy stuff, so let's cut one heavy thing. As much as I like Hullbreaker Horror. We've got to keep in mind, these are all X spells. So it actually looks more like this. Don't want to get rid of Vivian. I like this room. It seems cool. We're not building everything around Doubling Season, but it feels like it's a lot. We could just run it like this. I hate not having a 4-mana spell if we are to Birthing Ritual into something. But we look at the top 7, and we can put a creature with mana value X or less, where X is 1 more. So if we sacrifice a 3-mana card, we can get a 4-mana, and if we don't have a 4-mana, we can still get a 3-mana. That's okay. And Birthing Ritual, it's got to be a creature card. So Eladamri is, we tap our creatures, and we can Elvish Piper something in, which is pretty good. Not ideal for our X-costed spells, but it's fine. I'm not going to get rid of Primal Might, because we want at least a little bit of removal. But maybe the Tender Wild Guide is what we don't need, or the Fountainport Charmer. Although this has got the ability to put counters on itself. Alright, let's make a decision. Maybe trusty old Muldrifter doesn't get to stay in. I think that's okay. Yeah, I'll miss you, buddy. Alright, let's see if Arena wants to redo our lands. It doesn't. It wants us to keep it pretty even. That seems crazy. Let's do it ourselves a little bit. Let's cut an island and add a forest and just call it a day. This is our deck. Again, with creatures separated out. And if you want to look at it like your X-costed spells are still in the 1 column, it looks more like this. But this is what we've got. I think this is going to be pretty strong. We're creature heavy. All of our creatures are going to do things with each other. Surgical Metamorph may be a questionable pick, but it at least lets us Birthing Ritual if we want to, and maybe we copy something that's big and scary. So, let's get to it. We're going to start with game 1. As I suppose is customary whenever you play Magic. GG to you too, friend. Alright, this hand is just fine. We can get out our cat. We can landfall our way into something good. Maybe even a Gonosaur on turn 3. Let's start. Ooh, we've got Eladomri for turn 3 if we want. We've got a Brazen Collector. I'm going to find out what that is in just a moment. Fountainport Charmer, though, does make all of our things cheaper. But we can also do that next turn and Offspring it and reduce the Doubling Season to like a 3-drop. That's pretty good. Let's get our Cub. 2/2 Trample. So this Brazen Collector is a 2-mana, 2/1 first strike. When it attacks, they get a red mana for the rest of the turn. That's pretty alright. Fountainport Charmer is a 2/3, so that's also nice. So as much as the Scythecat Cub is good, if they want to use their mana on removal, they are welcome to. Looks like they don't. At least not yet. We've got a Metamorph. Is it another Brazen Collector? Oh, it's their own Cub. And they're going to get a counter on it. That seems smart. Oh, no, counter on the Brazen Collector. That's fine too. So, we're going to pump up our Cub. We're going to swing in with the Cub. And we will Offspring Charmer, so we can take everything in our hand and make it much cheaper. Only our creature spells, though, so it doesn't help our doubling season. Too bad. But we can have Brawlios be a 3/3 for 3. That's okay. Or we could just play the Agonosaur. That's pretty great. Maybe we can drop Surak as well if we draw another forest. We'll see how this goes. I'm not going to block this. They can do whatever they like. Just consider. We're going to Surveil to the graveyard. They've got 3 red in their hand and a blue out, so their Cub gets a little bigger. They can clone something in our library. Alright, so we have missed on our land drop for the turn. So do we just... Eladomri, maybe? Do we Mirror Room to get ourselves another Cub, perhaps? It's not really that exciting to me. I'm just going to attack with the Cub and maybe channel the Agonosaur if they decide to block. Double block. Double block. Channel the Agonosaur. They've either got to remove the Cub now, or... yeah, no, it's indestructible. And we've got a land. We will play that land. And this counter can go on this thing. Sure. If they want to get rid of it, they can try. We'll play Surak. Okay. Magma Opus. Alright. So this is the kind of thing we're doing here. Our opponent has 6 mana in Izzet colors and is playing Magma Opus. Consider Phyrexian Metamorph. Okay. We've got some spell slinging. Ooh. No attacks, huh? Let's play this on Surak, I think. Do we Eladomri? Do we Doubling Season? Maybe we Doubling Season to try and get the counterspell out of their hand. See if they will take the bait. They did not. No bait taken. I am not going to risk my cub. I will, actually. Come at me. Okay, no risk at all, never mind. Saiba Scyther. Return an instant or sorcery from their graveyard to their hand. They get Magma Opus back, and they're going to channel it again. Yeah, make another treasure. Alright, they're sitting on 7 mana. Does this do anything else? No, it's just a 2/2 now. So, Brawlios seems fun. Let's play Brawlios. See if they want to counter it. Because they've got some interaction of some sort. We're going to play our Forest, play our Sidecat Cub, make it larger. By a lot. Let's attack with the Cub. Hullbreaker Horror, that's an incredible play. Alright. It's gotta be a creature we control, huh? Well. We'll play Eladamri, that's fine. See if they start taking us apart. I assume that's what's gonna happen. Eladamri lets us tap things. We have these little frogs to do that with if we wish to. But they may just try and get rid of Eladamri. Sitting on 5 mana. Eladamri, I should say. I keep adding a Eladamari. That's not true. Or it's not correct, rather. So we at least draw cards when they target us with their spells and effects. Looks like they really want to get rid of Eladamri. For 3 mana, what are we doing? The challenge here is that they've got a 4-power first striker and now a 7/8 creature. They're not going to swing in. They're just going to block. Collective Defiance to do 4 damage to Eladamri. What are they going to bounce? So Surak draws us 2 cards. It's pretty alright. We see we have Vivian coming. This is still... cost is modified. I wonder if Vivian... Well, we'll see. We'll play Vivian. Vivian's going to come in with double counters. That's pretty alright. We can play this Mockingbird, actually. And it can come in as a creature on the battlefield. So that's good for next turn. Let's just... I don't want to use her minus on just the Birds of Paradise. So we'll use her plus. And we'll put vigilance counters on these things. And we might as well play the bird. Gives them something to target, and maybe they will. With Surak in play, Surak is the best 1 green mana we've spent in this game. His ability to draw us cards. Okay, 4 mana in their pool, including all their blue. They're going to get... Surak goes away, which is fine with me. Yes, we can replay Surak just for 1. Are we willing to block here? Oh, baby, we are. A second Hullbreaker Horror. That's rough. Rough for us. Do we want a Fractured Realm? Maybe. Let's do that. That seems... We're not here to do reasonable things. We're here to do fun things. Fractured Realm. Vivian. More beasts. Limitless Vigilant Beasts. Surak. Pass the turn. And now, with our room out, if they target one of our things, which they do, Surak's going to trigger twice. They will bounce a token. That seems fine. Do they want to waste their Unable to Speak? Bouncing it with the Hullbreaker Roar? Okay, we lose our Doubling Season. That's okay. We've still got 3 mana, not including the Birds of Paradise mana after that. We want it. We can Primal Might to kill something. If we have something we can use to kill it with. Alright, we're going to figure this out. Electrolyze to kill our Birds of Paradise, that's fine. What do they want to bounce? One of our tokens, probably? Maybe Vivian? I don't know that we're getting that much value out of Vivian as far as they're concerned. Kind of interesting why they killed that Fountainport Charmer Offspring token. Oh, this is why we're going after Vivian. Makes sense. Oh yeah, we're going hardcore after Vivian. That seems fine. So let's make it so they can't kill her. Unless we want to kill one of their Hullbreaker Horrors. This is the actual Hullbreaker Horror. This is a copy. Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to kill one of these Hullbreakers? We don't want to kill one of these Hullbreakers. It's fine. We can take Surak and block. They've got 3 mana in their pool. Vivian is at 1. Can they kill her? Mockingbird can come in as anything. So Vivian, let's make some stuff. We'll do another, well, we'll just trample it this time, it's fine. So if we Mockingbird a Hullbreaker Horror for 7, then that costs us 7. We can only Primal Might. Oh wait, we have a land. All right, Mockingbird for X equals 6. Choose the Hullbreaker Horror. Primal Might. X equals 1 to kill the original Hullbreaker Horror. Bounce their other Hullbreaker Horror. So that's better. And let's swing in with these. I think right now we have the card advantage that we're looking into. So they'll replay their Shapeshifter, make another Hullbreaker Horror, probably. But if they do, they've only got 6 mana, and they've only got 2 mana left to play with. Let's see what they do. Mizzix's Mastery. Wow, that's cool. Alright, what are they going to do? Kill Vivian. That makes sense. If we Doubling Season, we have 4 more mana after that. We could use that to play Enduring Vitality. We can bounce their Elementals. Oh! Tap our Hullbreaker Horror. That's fine, sure. And they scoop. Good game, Straw Hat GG. That was fun. Great. Well, our kind of Simic, creature pile is doing well. We can confidently say that after one game. All right, game 2. Let's see how this goes. All right, we're getting into it. Well, we can do this. This is a turn 1 Birds of Paradise, which sounds great to me. We will next turn, if our birds lives, use it to Scythe Cat Cub, play the Hedge Maze. Yeah, we're doing great. Got our triggers. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to pump up the Cub for now. We'll accept the Bramble Familiar. That seems good. Do we do a 3-mana Fountain Port Charmer next turn? I think we do. So, play that. Cub a little bigger. Fountain Port Charmer, Offspring. This way, it decreases the cost of our O'Hare and our Bramble Familiar's fetch quest if we need to do that. This is good ramp, though. We attack for 4 with Trample. Do they block? I assume no. But we have 5 creatures and 3 lands on turn 3. We're doing fine. Eladamri may be the smart choice for next, but we can also play this. It's only 3 mana now. Ooh, are we doing something degenerate? Maybe not. Okay. Seems dangerous. Jeskai mana, though. Let's Planar Genesis. Because maybe we get a landfall trigger off of it. Ooh, seems nice. I will take that landfall trigger. Yes, please. Put it on the cat. Then we'll go ahead and attack with the cat. No, let's just go ahead and attack with several things. Make them choose what they want to do. And I wonder if they have that Final Fantasy counterspell for 2 and a blue. Ooh, Snapcaster. Snapcaster just to block? No. Surely not. Oh, well, maybe. Okay. If they want to trade Snappy, that's alright with me. Here is O'Hare Kozlov. Deepest Growth. I like this Fountain Port Charmer. What a nice frog. Alright, a little nervous about them having 5 cards in hand. Jeskai mana. I mean, I don't know what they're going to be doing with it. So I guess we'll see. But what they'll do is scoop. That's alright. Good game, Chainer 911. We are getting there. Ooh. ICR, Inspiring Call, I like that. Good thing they put it in Foundations. Game 3. All right, let's get into it. We only have green lands, but we have a Birds of Paradise in turn 1. That's okay with me. This doesn't get us there very quickly, but I hate to throw away 3 lands and a Birds on turn 1, and we're fine. Not worried about it. Never didn't have it. All right, our opponent is Orzhov colors, it looks like. Yep. We can just hedge maze, I guess. See what's coming up next. O'Hare, it seems fine with me. We can play that in 2 turns, and we'll just pass. Suppose we could have made a second Bird of Paradise with our mirror room, and maybe we'll do that in a moment. We can also Primal Might to have... Ooh! What are we going to do, really?
No
You want to get rid of our bot?
That's
fair.
Sacrifices must be made.
We have nothing we can play. Yep, nothing exciting. We'll just pass. They're going to make us discard something. What do we want to discard? I think the room is probably worth doing. I want to get us to the O'Hare. Oh, are they black, white, blue, red? What are we doing over here? And green. Okay. Well, let's get rid, or not rid, I should say, but let's get into something that doesn't matter if they remove. So we will Offspring, make our things cheaper, and next turn, if we want to play Coma, we can. Primal Might only hits creatures, so we will pass. Now, if they want to zero their Lily, we can sacrifice the token. If they want to use a removal spell as well, then they've used up 2 cards to get rid of our 1, and we've already gotten the value out of it. Ashiok. Ooh, are we super friends? Ashiok bounces, and we have to exile something from our hand. It will be a Primal Might. Liliana makes us sacrifice, I'm guessing. Right. Ashiok cannot bounce something else right now. So we're going to Coma. Coma has Ward 4. And Coma has to do combat damage to a player to make tokens. But we can sure Doubling Season if they don't kill our Coma somehow. What's Ashiok's other ability? Oh, just make a Nightmare. Nightmares are good, but I think we're better. We've got this Doubling Season. I'm going to attack them. Lily block to cut back and splash. No, doesn't seem to matter to them. So we make 8 coils. That's pretty alright. I mean, that's an amount of power equal to twice their life total. That doesn't mean we're going to win. They've got 3 cards in hand, they've got 7 mana, they've got Ugin. That's pretty good. They want to hit our... Okay. Okay. I guess that's fine. Gain 3 life, draw a card. I think we... Don't we still have them? I don't... Did they already activate Ashiok? They can't get rid of Coma. They can make another Nightmare, that's true. But we win with just our coils, I believe. Let's swing in. I mean, they block 2 coils, they still take 15 damage from our remaining coils, plus the 8 from Coma. There's nothing that gets around this that I know of. I mean, I don't know, even Solitude being in this wouldn't be enough. Well, we'll find out. Maybe we will find out after burning the rope several times. This was good. I don't mind beating someone who is going to play big new Ugin. Not that Ugin is bad, Ugin is great. But I was just getting used to playing Magic again on Arena when M21 came out and they reprinted Ugin the Spirit Dragon, and that was so painful to deal with. And I think this is it for us. Good game, friend. I'm glad they didn't burn the rope endlessly. Alright, we're doing okay. If you haven't watched me play before. My philosophy is for these kinds of draft type events, as long as you get 3 wins, you're doing great. You don't have to feel like you need to get any more wins. That feels, I mean, if you get less, it's still, or fewer rather, it's still fine. But I'm satisfied if I get 3 wins. So the rest of this to me is gravy. All right, game 4. Let's see how this turns out for us. Spira, a world terrorized by the supernatural monster Sin. The Temple of Yevon teaches that the monster is a physical manifestation of mankind's sins, and following the temple's teachings and atoning could purge it. Final Fantasy X. I almost never... I get matched so quickly these days. Oh, Titania is so beautiful. I almost never get a chance to read these Final Fantasy fiction blurbs. Okay, so this is not very exciting to me. But I suppose I can keep it. Because I can turn 2 Tender Wild Guide into the Fountain Port Charmer and reduce the cost of several other things. It might turn out alright. Just a little spoiled from being able to play the Birds of Paradise the last 2 games. Here's a Mockingbird. Let's get our Wild Guide. No Offspring. And we are up against someone who's also playing blue and green. Maybe something else as well, but nope, just blue and green it looks like. Well, there's our birds. I think we're gonna go with our plan. Does it benefit us that much right now? I don't know that it does. We could just play the birds and the charmer, and that would be not terrible. I hate not having... You know what? We're gonna attack with our Wild Guide, and we're going to Mockingbird out an additional Wild Guide. It at least gives us some mana. We can play our Birds of Paradise next turn. Maybe we will draw something very expensive that the Charmer can help us with. We didn't, that's okay. We have 5 mana, and we can play whatever we feel like. Menagerie Curator. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack with our Flying Possum. We're going to Fountain Port Charmer. Since we only have 1 green land, we will go ahead and kick it, or offspring it, I should say, to take Brawlios and bring it down to a 3-drop. And we'll use our last one to play our Birds of Paradise. And we have significantly ramped. That's pretty good. We are 1 mana source away, assuming we keep all of these, from playing Fractured Reality, which would be alright. Okay, we're casting Uro, Titan Nature's Wrath. Haven't seen Uro in a long time. Eat a hot dog. Pretty good. Llanowar Visionary. Eladamri is a good choice for casting right now, I believe, because we might get something big. Let's go to combat. Nah, we'll play Eladamri. Can't play land off the top, that's unfortunate. But we can attack here. They won't block the Fountain Port Charmer. They'll go to 15, that's good. We can't play Brawlios, but we can play the Bramble Familiar. Next turn, we have 4 lands and 4 creatures that tap for mana. And we can play creatures off the top of our library with Eladamri. Maybe that will give us something good. Ooh, Overlord of the Hauntwoods is strong. We can't make a copy of it with Mirror Room, but maybe we will get out something else that can help us. Wow, they've got the Great Henge as well. Yeah, we've been working very hard for all this mana that we have, and they just have more of it. How do we want to do with this? We'll play our forest, I guess. Play Brawlios. And let's do this Flying Tender Wild Guide attack, I suppose. A Mocking Possum. Do we Bramble Familiar? I think maybe we do. Let's go ahead and do it. Put Bramble Familiar back in our hand. Throw away this room. And we have the ability to fetch quest this next turn. It's okay to do so. Go ahead and pass. All right. Yep. The only removal we have in the deck is for creatures. That Great Henge is going to win them the game, I believe. But we don't throw in the towel. We've got one more source of mana that we need. Ooh, make your own luck. Look at the top three. Plot a non-land from among them. Put the rest into your hand. Oh yeah, this is that 5 mana one. Wow. And they plot Excogitator Sphinx. 4/4 for 4. One or more creatures you control do a common damage to a player. Investigate, sacrifice a clue to seek an instant or sorcery. Wow, that's cool. Menagerie Curator lets them draw. Yeah. And they're going to keep drawing cards. Maybe what we do is we mill them out. I don't think so. It's nice to imagine, though. If they attack with their Overlord, we will block it and we will kill it. We'll use, let's say, Bralios and the Tender Wild Guide, which we can tap, and we will during our end step, to put a counter on it. But of course, if we're blocking with it, we'll do that in response to the block. Pass to declare attackers. Are they timid? They are a little timid. That's okay. Put a counter on the Wild Guide. Now let's see if our fetch quest gets countered. No. Ooh. We sure lost a lot of land there. Wow, a lot of land. We get this, and that's it. Okay. Well, we get this, and that's it. Let's tap these. Put our Bramble Familiar. No, not this. Card from your hand or the top of your library. I didn't want to reveal that. Huh. The Submit 0 was grayed out. Wasn't supposed to work. This is whenever I attack. I don't think I need to Planar Genesis just and throw away my Bralios. They might not have blocked with the Overlord of the Hauntwoods, but... Alright, let's see what they're doing on our end step. This is a tough one. Tear Asunder, wow. To kill our O'Hare. Come on. O'Hare, yeah. Exile it. That's rough. We fetch quested for that. We put all these lands in our graveyard. Well, but it's fine. We have enough mana to do some things. I don't think we can really compete with them. Ooh. Insidious Fungus, they don't have anything to hit of ours. But they can do the final ability. Alright. Yep, gonna just keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Oh, we've got the Sphinx. The Sphinx, again, whenever their creatures deal damage to me, they investigate, and then they can sacrifice clues to seek instants and sorceries. That's fun. Craterhoof. Good game. Yeah, you got me. That'll sure get you there. You don't have to keep casting spells. You just create a field. I mean, you didn't need that 19 damage, but you did take it off the board. No blocks. Good game, Kula Master. All right. Well, that was our first loss. That's okay. We're going into game 5 now. Game 5. Let's see what we can get out of it. We can keep this. We will turn 2 Tender Wild Guide. Turn 3 Enduring Vitality. That seems pretty good for us. Enduring Vitality has Vigilance, yeah. Oh, good. I like this guy. Looks happy. Cleaner Disruption. Abilities can't be activated. That's just rude. Well, what if we Enduring Vitality, though? How you like me now? Loot. It's pretty dangerous. But we can Primal Might it to death, which we should. Yeah. Suits me. And we can attack with our Enduring Vitality and leave Planar Genesis up for their end step. Beza is pretty good. They're going to get their fish, they're going to get life. They don't draw a card at least. Grab treasure. Planar Genesis. What do we want? I want that Hullbreaker Horror. The rest of these go on the bottom in a random order. That's okay. Let's take the O'Hare. We can cast it with Enduring Vitality if we feel like it, or we don't have to. O'Hare. We'll pass. This also lets us... Ooh, pull the Mist Moon. This is an O-Ring? Yep. And when it enters, if kicked, it does something else. They don't look like they kicked it. That's alright. Surgical Metamorph. Any permanent on the battlefield. So we can't get our O'Hare back. And you know what? We will. Delta is big, sometimes big is enough. Elspeth, Sun's Champion.
The tragedy of my death has only strengthened.
Destroy some things. It's fine. Their things were bigger, so we get our O'Hare back, and we can eventually use it. Mockingbird. Use it to get a creature, but we don't need to yet. Let's Enduring Vitality into Elspeth's face, and let's Illidomri. Do we make a second Enduring Vitality? I think we do. Mocking Enduring Vitality. Brimaz. What's this Brimaz do? And Emil. Ooh, Emil is really good. So Brimaz, when it attacks, you make a soldier. When it blocks, you make a soldier that's also blocking. Oh, and the one that he makes for attacking is also attacking. You can flicker things with Emil. When a creature enters, you can pay to put a counter on it. Okay, that seems fine. Let's do this. It's back. In the air, we attack with our Mockingbird. It's nice that we have... Ooh, some olives. It's nice that we have our surveil land coming up because we can put something in the graveyard if we need to. I am tempted to just take this. Just take the 7. Maybe that's okay. I think it is. Slowing it down a little bit. Birthing ritual. I don't think we want that on top right now. Let's find something better. That's not better. Do you attack with the O'Hare? I think we do. And Enduring Vitality in the air. That seems fine. The O'Hare is going to trade, or we're going to get to do something with it. Ooh. 9 damage. That seems good. We get to Growth Spiral. Ooh. Oh, we get to put something big in. What do we want to put in that's big? We can put a creature onto the battlefield. We'll do Brawlios. Brawlios will be big. Good game to you as well. You can resolve that. I will draw. It's true. I can also play this Scythe Cat Cub off the top. Don't get to do anything from that, but I do get to do this. Just to fill up my battlefield with, or my side of the board, I should say, with blockers. Resolve it all. That's okay with me. Hauntwood Shrieker, it's pretty good, but it's not a board wipe. A lot going on here. Let's get rid of Emil. Let's get rid of... yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of Brimaz. Let's block one of these things. And I'll just take it from Zavala. Hauntwood Shrieker. When it attacks, you manifest dread. That's pretty alright. I think this is just game. So we swing in, draw a land, put it on the battlefield. It seems fun. They block something smaller than the creature with their power to their left. So we win. Good game, Purgatory. I'll take it. That's alright. Get an ICR. It is Ranger's Refueler. That's fun. Alright, we're up to 4 wins and 1 loss, so this will be game 6. Ooh, jump right in. Alright, we have... oh my gosh. This is not terrific as a hand. Just no action early on. We're mulliganing. This is not that much better, but I'm fine with it. I think I'm fine with this. I think turn 3 Fountainport Charmer to get the whole... yeah, let's put our Mockingbird on the bottom. Much though I like the Mockingbird, we don't need it right now. We're going to start by Bramble Familiaring. Ooh. That will be a good hit for our Fountainport Charmers as well. But Hullbreaker Horror for 5 is very sweet. Ooh, yeah. Alright. We can play this for Offspring, or with Offspring. Reduce our costs, and we can even swing in with our Raccoon. Great. next turn, if we draw land, we can Hullbreaker Horror. Or just hold up and do it, you know, on their turn. That, of course, assumes the Bramble Familiar survives, which maybe it won't. Gix's Command Sleeves, very cool. Ooh, Fabro Elder. I love Throne of Eldraine, so I am fine seeing that. Oh, we can't Hullbreaker because we don't have an extra blue source. But what we can do is Galta. We'll attack even here with this Charmer. See if they want to block. So they've got 5 mana, because Fabro Elder is great. 6 mana. Let's see what they do with it. Trapped on the screen to get rid of Galta, that's good. Very solid. Trapped on the screen has Ward 2, yeah. Not that we necessarily have a way to get rid of it. I guess we have Hullbreaker Horror. They've got their Surak too, that's good. We can play Vivian, however. Vivian is great. Vivian we will use to make a token. It will have Vigilance, I guess. And then we'll pass.
I'd like you to meet my friend.
I don't need...
Stumpy.
I'm fine trading Surak and a token, and, you know, a Surak for a token for Surak. And they take... Ooh, no. Big Elspeth, or new Elspeth. Make 2 soldiers. It's not good for us. And we're only drawing green mana. Birthing Ritual. Beginning of our end step. If you control a creature, look at the top 7 cards of your library. And it cares what that creature's cost is. That's too bad. I'm not using it yet. We're going to keep making tokens. And we're going to start making reach tokens. And
I love making new friends.
I'm not going to play it because I'm just going to keep it up. If we draw an island, we will have 7 mana that we can use. 5 of which on the Hullbreaker Horror, then I can play the Birthing Ritual to trigger the Hullbreaker Horror and bounce something. What will I bounce? It's anyone's guess. Probably Elspeth. We don't want her to blow things up if we can help it. Destroy target creature and opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Yeah. So if we bounce Elspeth, well, even if we don't bounce Elspeth, she can kill the Hullbreaker Horror, but I think we gotta get rid of Elspeth. Coma costs 7. We still don't have 7. We can't play lands off the top. Each? Oh no. Am I done? So Vivian's dead. Vivian's dead, yeah. Let's block and kill a token, I guess. At least kill something. Yeah, Vivian's gone. At least they didn't swing at us, but this is ridiculous. We may have no hope here. Birthing Ritual. I mean, it's something. I don't know. Counterport Charmer. We've got some 3 mana stuff. Let's just sacrifice the Charmer. But we can't. We don't have anything we can use. Alright. This is just it for us, right? That's 10. Yeah, we're just done. Decline. Good game. They have 20 in the air. We can... I guess we could slow them down, technically, but if they use Elspeth's 0 ability again, then we're just done. Oh, they don't. Well, we've got another turn, I guess. Am I right? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. But if they attack on the ground, we can block some things. For now. We've got 8 cards in hand. New Selvala. Well, I feel like they are just sort of playing with us right now. Which, it's fine. This is a cube draft. You paid arena resources for it. You want to have some fun. I understand. Just the vampire in the air. We're not going to block it. We'll pass to the next turn. And we got Enduring Vitality. Doesn't save us, does it? Does let us tap our other creatures for mana, which means we can play Coma and just good game them for that. Alright. Good game. Kill 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are at 2 losses now. 2 losses and 3 wins? 4 wins? 4 wins. Okay. So this will be game 7, and it may be our last game. Let's see how game 7 goes. All right. President Carter. Hello. All right. This I don't love. It's not... Is it playable? I guess it is. I don't want it. Give me something better, please. This is better. Great, we got there. Keeping it. I'll even take Surak and put it on the bottom. This way we can Birds of Paradise turn 1. We can Hedge Maze turn 2 after Replanar Genesis. Thrabes, cool. Alright, they investigate. Alright, we're going to Planar Genesis. And grab a... Well, Fountain Port Charmer is so nice, but we don't have anything in our hand that we care about for it, so let's just ramp. Goes on the battlefield tapped, then we will Hedge Maze to hedge our bets. And see that we want another forest? Maybe not. We've got 5 mana and not much to do with it, so let's just do this. 5 mana next turn, that is, once we play our island. So Sheoldred's Edict, now we have 4 mana, so it would have been nice to keep that forest, but didn't have anything to do with it anyway. We have this Bramble Familiar there. It's alright with me. I think Primal Might is a sorcery, so let's hang on to it. Our opponent is in white and black with very cool M21 lands. Ooh, Cruel Cause Heist. And they gifted us a card, so they're going to take something, but... What will it be? I assume the Mocking... Ooh, no! They take our room! Alright. That's neat. Huh. So if we pay 2 for our Mockingbird, or 2 total, make a copy of our Bramble Familiar. Then we Primal Might for 1 on our Bramble Familiar and our Thraben, their Thraben Inspector. Then we clear the board, we get an extra point of damage in, but most importantly, they can't play this for 3 and make a copy of a creature they control because they don't control a creature anymore. Finding the old gods, we'll get rid of probably the Mockingbird, and then we're sort of back to where we were. It's alright, they can ramp next turn. We're going to... Is it worth it to kill off our Bramble Familiar? I don't think it is. So we'll attack. And we will kick, or rather offspring, our Tender Wild Guide and get even more mana. They will spend their next turn finding their best forest, I assume. They are Abzan colors, or yeah, Abzan. And they're going to make a copy of their Sad Robot next turn, presumably, which is okay. This is mana value 2, so we can Birthing Ritual it. And I think we will. I am okay letting them have an extra sad robot. That's alright with me. Top several. Yeah, we can do that. Because we can get the Scythe Cat Cub. Now we've got it. Great. Pass the turn. Death Touching Sad Robot. They've got a lot of mana. I guess we have the same amount, but ours is a little more fragile. Mirror Room, make a copy of the Sad Robot, sure. They don't have any blue in their deck, it looks like, so they can't unlock Fractured Realm. Restoration of Iganjo is going to find them another planes. Do they have anything in here they can get back? They can get back their Thraves. And maybe they will. They attack with the Sad Robot? They don't. So let's put a counter on our parent Tender Wild Guide. Draw a land. If we Birthing Ritual, I don't think that's great for us. We don't have a good choice no matter what. Let's play the island. Let's turn this Tender Wild Guide into a 4/4. Let's pass. We're not going to Birthing Ritual again. No, we're not. Declined. Draw off of their clue, that's fine. We will hold up our Tender Wild Guide on their turn so we can have a 5/5. I assume they're going to bring back their Thraben Inspector by discarding... Ooh, Sun Titan. Okay. You got it. We've got 9 mana. Grave Titan. That's pretty good. Well, this may be our last game. Especially since we already used our 1 removal spell. Just filthy. These little baby creature. And we're drawing a lot of land. Do we try? And... yeah. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw away our Scythe Cat Cub if we have something we can use it for. Anything that's worth 3. Serac? Serac worth it? I think so. Sacrifice the Scythe Cat. Let's get our Serac. And pass the turn. My plan here is to take the Bramble Familiar, activate it on their turn, which I hope we can do. Didn't check. Yeah, it didn't say as a sorcery. Discard this island, and then next turn we have enough mana, assuming the Tender Wild Guide survives, to fetch quest. Touch the Spirit Realm. Getting rid of Serac. That's okay with me. Draws us a card. Fountain Port Charmer is pretty good, if we have cards in hand, which we don't. Kaya. Kaya's pretty rough for us. So Kaya is going to try and get rid of that thing. And I guess Kaya is welcome to. Let's tap it for mana on its way out. Doesn't really matter, but it's nice to do. Didn't need the mana. The attack with the Grave Titan, we're taking 10, 12, 14. So let's block the Grave Titan and then bounce the Familiar. We're going to throw away this Fountain Port Charger because now we have to play the island in order to fetch quest. Still take 8. Wow. This is a lot of land. Alright. see what we can do. Maybe something great. I don't know what would be great, but let's find out. I mean, I love the Hullbreaker Horror. It's not going to save us, but it's our best choice because the Agonosaur is just an 8/8 trample. So we've got our Hullbreaker. We are not going to sacrifice it, even though we could sacrifice it to get Coma. Sacrificing it to get Coma is not terrible, actually. Yeah, let's do it. We didn't come here and play in this event to play it safe. Coma, it is you. So they've got lethal on the board, so it doesn't matter. They'll pay the ward. We give them a good game. They get a flying cute Coma. It doesn't matter because we just lost it. Good game, President Carter. I salute you. All right. Well, that was the Chromatic Cube draft. I had a good time. I got more wins than I normally would. Let's claim our prize and see what we got in terms of these cards. One is a rare. 3,000 gold is okay since I spent 4,000 to play it. Let of Champion from Guilds of Ravnica. Timely Horde Mate from Khans of Tarkir. And for our rare, it's Surjacker Mech from Neon Dynasty Kamigawa. That's so cool. All right. Well, great. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see me draft more, let me know in the comments below. And remember, Magic is fun. You should play more Magic.